Hey guys, welcome to RomHack Race Week 260. This is a race that I was not able to participate in during the actual event, so I'm going back through and playing through it blind. I also lost the audio that I tried to record during this, so you're gonna get voiceover instead of live commentary. Mario was looking for the best poutine spot in town to satisfy his hunger. Unfortunately, he only found a wrap house. Tabernacle. I think that's French swearing? French-Canadian swearing? Good luck! Layers of wrap. So we have a couple real quick rooms to introduce us to the gimmick of the level. This level has four-way screen wrap. I go across the left side to the right side of the screen, and from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen. There is no falling to my death. The only reason I died there is because I touched those dark gray death blocks. And so here we're getting into the actual meat of the level. One thing that might not show up so well is that it feels really weird to move around in here. I'm pretty sure that the auto-scrolling is happening on layer 2, and that basically means that it's not going to be carrying Mario along with it. So I'm constantly being pushed to the right, so I need to move to the left just to keep my position on the screen. Now I thought this was neat. I missed falling onto that block, which meant that I wasn't able to just run through the screen wrap, but I jumped into that one tile gap to make it work anyway. I see the arrow just pointing at the wall and I'm not realizing what it means, but obviously I need for there to be a gap on the left side of the screen for me to be able to get through, and then I can just screen wrap over. It's funny just how many times I forgot that screen wrapping was a thing. I'm trying to make my way from the far left swooper to the one that's on the bottom, just because there's no way I'm jumping up around that corner. But instead, obviously, I need to fall down through that gap, jump off that swooper, and then activate and reuse the note block to get up to the bottom swooper. I'm getting pretty comfortable with the gimmick right now. I understand what needs to be done, I'm just waiting for a gap to appear in the left side. Now, I saw those boost blocks on the right, but I didn't think that they'd be a hazard for me. Obviously they were, because the left side of the screen doesn't stop me. I just keep wrapping my way through. As a gimmick, the screen wrapping really wasn't that hard to wrap my head around. Again, what was difficult was just the way I was getting pushed around by the stage as it was auto-scrolling. Really weird not to be able to just stand in place on the floor. Although, it came in handy here after I used the boost block. I just stop moving and wait for the pipe to come to me. Now, as soon as the auto-scroll starts going vertical, I completely forgot about the gimmick of the level for a second. Those springs slow you down so much, I was completely unable to get away from that pufferfish. Now I know here that I need to go up and get the mushroom. I just wasn't thinking about the spiny egg. So now we're spinning up through there, spinning through all the swoopers. And of course you need the mushroom to break the turn blocks. So I'm trying to just go as fast as I can through here. And I'm not thinking about that, and I just go and fall straight down on that mushroom. And I lost the mushroom here, so I'm just taking a little bit of a look ahead to see what's actually happening down there. And for just a brief moment, I thought I was going to be able to cheese something there, but it ends up squishing me anyway. So now I've survived long enough to hit that off switch, and I start falling down here, and I don't really see what to do, and then suddenly I die. I'm realizing what needs to happen here is that the pufferfish needs to be kept in the middle of the screen so that he doesn't drift over and hit the on-off switches. So what I need to do is keep wrapping back and forth between the left and right sides of the screen so that he chases me and stays in the center. Very, very nearly made it in that pipe on the first try. Now my plan with this run right here is to let the pufferfish go down below where the pipe is, so I can get in there safely. Now with those munchers there, I know I'm not going to be able to just jump across, so I go across from the left side of the screen. So suddenly we've got a boo fight, and I know I need to hit the on-off switch, and it makes the screen start scrolling in the opposite direction, which is really, really cool. Three hits, and that's the end of the big boo. It's always cool to get a one-shot on a boss section like that. It's a really, really cool level. I'm really glad that they used two different kinds of auto-scrolling, because with all the screen wrapping that was going on, you really got to see just about everything that you could do with it. So my time here was 17 minutes and 23 seconds. That would have put me in second place if I had actually raced. The reason I didn't race is because I've just finished moving. I've got myself set up in my new office. It's pretty much done at this point. I still have a couple things to unpack. But I don't have an internet connection that's good enough to actually stream. However, I think I can crank all the settings down and still make actual races happen. So we're gonna see if we can make that work. I'm also gonna try and get caught up on putting out these videos showing my part of every week's RomHack race. I'm just a little bit over a year behind at this point. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more here on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitch and TikTok. My links are down in the description.
It's over!